Hey Harmonizers, welcome to the Pontypool Santa Claus Parade. Super exciting times. I'm going to share with you guys some pretty exciting firsts here as well, including this here is Bunny going to her first ever offsite anything, which is a parade, which is kind of crazy. So I'll share with you guys a lot of little things along the way. So we had a few horses that got to come. So there's Alicia here, who's been to lots of stuff in the past, as well as Khaleesi, who's there by the trailer, super chill and easygoing. Alicia needed to go for a little walk when she got there, but I think just because she was more excited to do something. And then here's Bunny, who's never been anywhere offsite at all, not even a clinic. And so her face was still like looking and unsure, whereas Alicia and Khaleesi are just kind of more chill, understanding what's going on, and the riders were starting to mount up and get on. And little Alfie and Glimmer are there as well. So this is Alfie's first time coming to a parade, but he's at least been to some shows and offsite clinics before. So it's not his first time going in the trailer and going anywhere. I can only imagine what Bunny was thinking, because there's a lot of floats and things going on. So this is a float with the lights to give you an idea. This is the one that we were following behind. And the horse being led is Robin, who's a young horse from one of our coaches. And she's been to parades and some offsite things as well. She's taken her out to experience. So what I find is really helpful is when we take horses who have never been to something like this before, if they can go with other calm, easygoing horses, then what happens is they all kind of feed off of that same energy. So it's really, really important to make sure that the horses that they're with are setting kind of that good example and good energy tone. That's my little one who's up in their float, because that was the daycare float. The fun thing about the Pontypool Parade, it's an evening parade with lights, so all the horses are lit up and everything. And that's my little 5-year-old riding Alfie. So Alfie, she's claimed Alfie as her Mustang, her horse. So pretty exciting that Alfie was literally a wild Mustang the year before, a feral Mustang, and he's only been in training and being a domestic horse now for a little over a year. And now my 5-year-old is riding him in a parade. So that's pretty special. And then Bunny, you're going to see her kind of transform a little bit over this video, because in the beginning, her head's a little bit higher. She's a little bit more introverted, like she's holding her breath, and her eyes are wide and she's really looking around, but she's doing amazing. And then you'll see by the end of the video, she's really gone, okay, all right, we're just walking. We're doing a big long walk here, and she gets really settled and relaxed. And that's my husband that's holding the rope with Mr. Alfie there, the black Mustang on the left, with my little one riding. So that way I could kind of move around and help anybody who needed help, and also take some videos, which was very fun to do. And the parade in Pontypool, it's a very small town. Pontypool has less than 1,000 people in it. So the parade itself is not massive. There isn't like a huge amount of people there or anything, but it gets a little bit busier in some parts. There's definitely some cheering, some people dressed up. There's people with their floats with lights. There's going through different pockets in town that have more people. And it's a pretty exciting thing. You can see some people at the sides, but you also see there's a fair bit of gaps along the way. So it's a really nice opportunity to take the horses out too, because it's not like going into a city parade or a really big town where there'd be people everywhere and no opportunities for the horses to just kind of breathe and be like, okay, we're all right and we're not going to die today. It's just, because you can see there's some people and then there's a gap. And then that way too, if your horse needs to circle or something, there'd be the opportunity to do that. But really, the horses did fantastic. And Alfie was so cute. He was like being brave and going right to the front of the line and wanting to lead the parade the whole way. And of course, there's pauses in the parade as well. So you stop for traffic or things turning, stuff like that. And then we carry on. So the horses, they need to be able to walk, stop. They need to be okay if there's vehicles parked on either side, like where the road gets a little bit more narrow and where there's people there. And even though we've got horses that have never been to a parade before, because Bunny and Alfie had never been to a parade ever, and they're getting the example set to them by the other horses that have, they're okay. And so Bunny's right beside the vehicles there, no issues. And it gave the opportunity for some students at the farm to be able to come. We gave them the option to come, whether they wanted to walk and help wave to the crowd and hand out some candies, or be with horses. There was a little bit of a mix of opportunity and just fun to be part of the town. I love being part of a small town where people know each other, where it's friendly, where we've got small little local cafes and businesses and things that we can support. Lots of home businesses, which I love supporting other entrepreneurs and what they're doing. And I love having access to that at home, being part of our small community, and especially like having even things like a little Facebook group where we all can comment and know each other, and if something fishy is going on, you can post it. So I think it's just a super fun thing to be a part of, and really nice to be there out in the community. And what a great opportunity for the horses, because it's such a short little trailer drive over there and going through the town. You can see here's a little bit of a section with a little bit more people. And you can see Bunny is really slowing down. So Bunny is starting to get more relaxed as the parade is going on. And as we get towards more of the end of the parade, you can see here Alfie is way out in front, just leading the way. And we end up a little bit more spaced out, which when we're on a trail ride or you're doing something like this, it is important to stay more as a group, because if the horses are upset, then what can happen is they can have a little bit of anxiety and feeling like they're getting left behind, or the other horses are leaving them, which is a whole other type of building confidence with horses that needs to be considered. You can see Bunny starting to go on a really relaxed, loose rein. Look at her head dropping. Look at her ears going to the side. She's licking, chewing. Things are looking a lot more settled. And then we've got some of the other horses that are a little bit further behind, because just as the parade gets towards the end, things get moving a little faster, but not all the horses walk as fast. But look at Bunny now. Look at how relaxed her head is. Look at all the blinking, dropping, lowering her head, feeling super relaxed and confident about the whole situation, which I can only imagine from Bunny's perspective. She's never been on a trailer before to go anywhere other than when I bought her as a weanling to come to my farm. And now she gets on a trailer and shows up, and there's lights and there's music and there's cheering and there's people. She's probably like, what is this? But look at her. Look at that walk. So smooth, so relaxed. She's blowing, letting out, looking really, really happy. And Alfie's so brave at the front, doing a great job with my little 5-year-old riding on him. So I'm so proud of him and how far he's come in the last, it's just over a year now that he's been out of the holding facility and was a feral Mustang. And so let me know in the comments, who impresses you more? Bunny, who had literally never been anywhere before and she gets to see Santa going on her first offsite experience, or Alfie, who was literally a feral Mustang last year and now he's at a parade. And this lets you see a little bit of the loading. So what we do for the parades is we actually leave their tack on and we put blankets over top, so that way no stirrups or anything get caught on anything. And then that way it's a little easier with all the darkness and everything else that we just untack when we get home, especially since it's literally like a 5-minute drive home. It's very, very short to where we got to go. So it's not like they're wearing tack for an hour in the trailer or something like that. But we just think it helps make sure that nothing gets left behind, and just easier with how everything was set up. But the horses all got on really great, and all in all, a super successful Santa Claus parade. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe and check out harmonyhorsemanship.com for even more learning.